There's an old Chinese saying, kill the chicken to scare the monkey. It sounds like ancient history, but the logic behind it is still running today. In place you might not expect. Let's break it down.
There's an old Chinese saying, kill the chicken to scare the monkey. But if you think it just means make an example of someone, you've got it wrong. What it really means is pick someone who doesn't deserve to die, kill him, and make everyone afraid. In English, there's no real equivalent for this. Make an example of someone comes close, but it misses a point. The one you kill is not the one who deserves it most. It's a deliberate choice. Pick someone weak and let everyone watch. For 2,000 years, these 5 characters were not just a saying. They were one of China's most powerful techniques of control. 1376. The 9th year of the Ming Dynasty. The Ministry of Revenue discovered that every province in the country was sending in tax reports with the official seal already stamped. But the numbers filled in later. Round trip from the provinces to the capital took months. Every figure had to match the central records exactly. If they didn't match, you had to go back and start over. So blank seal, stamp first, fill in later, became the default practice. Reasonable, efficient, everyone was doing it. When Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang found out, he gave one order: execute every official who held a seal. Overnight, hundreds of heads rolled. They were not corrupt. They were not traitors. They just did what everyone else was doing. Zhu Yuanzhang knew they didn't deserve to die, but precisely because they didn't deserve it, that's what made it valuable. If he had killed actual corrupt officials, the others would think, I'm not corrupt, so I'm safe. But when the ones killed were ordinary officials who had done something reasonable, the message changed completely. If even doing the right thing can get you killed, what happens when you do the wrong thing? The ultimate form of fear is not punishing the guilty. It's punishing the innocent. Because punishing the guilty is predictable. Punishing the innocent is not. And what you cannot predict is what truly terrifies you. This was not madness. It was math. In the Ming Dynasty, sending a single order from the capital to the farthest province could take months. The emperor could not monitor every official, every decision, every day. Going case by case was simply not realistic. Faced with this problem, there were only 2 paths. Build a massive, expensive surveillance system, or use fear, which costs almost nothing. Zhu Yuanzhang chose the latter. One mass execution bought him 10 years of bureaucratic caution, an extraordinary return on investment. This was not his invention. The entire history of imperial China kept repeating the same pattern. Emperor Wu of Han executed a group of nobles to intimidate local powers. Emperor Yongzheng raided a corrupt official's home and made every detail public. Not to recover the money, but to make sure every other official saw what happened. The same logic also seeped from the court all the way into ordinary life. A teacher punishes one student in public. The whole class goes quiet. A father disciplines one child in front of the others. Every sibling falls in line. Kill the chicken to scare the monkey went from an imperial technique to the default way society managed obedience, from the court to the government office, to the village, to the family. But it has one requirement. The chicken cannot fight back. When power has limits, this kind of selective punishment stops working, because the ones being punished can join together and refuse. Then you need a different path. Rules that are institutionalized, standardized, and applied to everyone equally. 2 paths, different starting points. Not because one side was smarter, but because the chickens were in very different situations. In the short run, killing the chicken works beautifully. Low cost, fast results, maximum impact. But in the long run, the price becomes just as clear. After the blank seal case, Ming officials did become more obedient, but they also became more rigid, more passive, more afraid to solve real problems. Nobody dared to innovate. Nobody dared to adapt. Nobody dared to do anything beyond the letter of the rules, because you never knew when you might become the next chicken. Fear killed corruption, but it also killed initiative. From that moment on, everyone only did one thing: made sure they weren't the next one chosen. This saying has survived for 2,000 years. Not because people agree with it, but because they've seen it too many times. Today, wherever rules are unclear and power is unequal, the same logic still runs. As long as the chicken cannot fight back, killing the chicken will always work. The most effective power never needs to convince everyone. It just needs everyone to watch. Once. Once is enough.